Hello, everybody. Welcome back. This is Lisa Asbell. I am a registered nurse, a wellness coach, a clinical strategist, and I love learning and studying the past 6 years of my life all about metabolic health and what it means to lose fat and keep it off forever. And I've learned a thing or two because I've done it. I've lost a lot of fat, I've kept it off, and I am one healthy 58-year-old woman. And so if you like what you hear, please like and subscribe. I try to drop a new audio every single week. And we've been in a little series called Back to the Basics. And when we talk about what I'm talking about today, how to take control of 3 to 9 p.m. spiral. I have coached thousands of women now all over the world that speak English, and they will tell you that the number one thing I've taught them is how to start honoring the true hunger they have in their body versus grabbing for food, snacking all the time. And we call it wait for hunger. We call it in tune eating. But today, I'm going to hit you with something new. And honestly, at the end of the day, I could do a whole 8-minute session on just when you're empty and as you start to honor the way that your body was made and how your body wants to get empty, especially if you have a lot of excess weight, the peace that it brings and the energy it brings. And there's so much today I can't talk about, but I'm here to tell you this is going to help you these next few minutes together. So I hope you have a pen and paper, and or you can take a few notes. I like it. If you like what you hear, subscribe. You can also go to lisaasbell.com and subscribe there too, and make sure you never miss one of these episodes. So if your afternoon and evenings feel like a war zone of guilt, hunger, cravings, and you've ever said to yourself, oh, I do good until the afternoon, or it's the night that really gets me. And then you find yourself eating one snack after the other. I'm doing points, I'm doing macros, I need a little of extra protein. Maybe I didn't eat enough protein. I know this is the food noise that everybody is seeking to quiet or silence. This is a game changer. And this is how you do it without medication or without surgery. This is for you, and it might be the thing that actually sets you free. Okay, this is, first of all, the fastest way to burn fat. And it's not actually eating less, it's eating less often. And for most people, the thing that they plan their food, they've got the protein, if they're trying to lose weight or they're trying to get out of that unstuck place, they might have their meals planned out. Many people don't have their meals even planned out, but they're really not hungry in the morning, but then they can't stop from 3 to 9. There is a lot going on here. Okay, this is a normal thing that most every woman, and there have been thousands and a whole lot of men, it's not just a habit, it's a hormonal loop, it's a neurological loop. There's a lot of science behind it because your body gets exhausting looking or gets exhausted looking for dopamine, which usually the easiest way to find it for most of us is in the pantry. Oh man, this is really not about weakness. This is about a survival pattern that now has gone sideways on you. So, starting to put food in your body less amount of times a day when you've got extra weight is a big game changer. It's helped me keep off 100 pounds. Think of that. It's helped thousands of other women too. Okay? Now let's think about the science behind it. I've done a lot of study of Dr. Minnie Peltz, and I've read a lot of the peer-reviewed articles, the clinical trials, and the science is there. going back into the 80s or 90s with the zone diet. Every time you eat, your insulin spikes. I don't care if it's blueberries, I don't care if it's cottage cheese, I don't care if it doesn't matter, okay? Anything over about 50 calories, you put food in your mouth and your insulin spikes. Your body switches from burning fat to storing fat, especially around the belly. But when you pause and you wait for real hunger, even if it's 12 hours, 16 hours, 24 hours, or even 36 hours if you're doing an extended fast. And don't be scared of that. Don't be scared of that. It's brilliant and it's very helpful for some women in breaking the cycle of 3 to 9 binge eating, storm eating, can't stop eating, call it whatever you want, but most of you are not physically hungry. Your insulin drops, your body starts to flip that switch. So even just think of this. If the last meal you ate, it is 11, you snacked until 10 or 11 o'clock at night. And by 7 o'clock in the morning, within 8 hours, you are starting to return your insulin back to normal. Now, if you woke up at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, that's a sign you're not metabolically healthy because your body's already starting to crash from 4 to 6 hours without food. That's not good. But if you sleep through the night, you sleep fairly well, you're probably metabolically okay right now. And then you could push that hour after hour because at 8 hours, everyone start having actual let's move over now to burn some fat. Your body starts then at 12 hours to balance your blood sugar and reduce inflammation. I mean, a lot happens when your insulin starts to drop. And the longer you keep your insulin at a steady pace, the more your body is starting to pull from the stored food on your hips and your belly. And the most beautiful part, if you could fast for 36 hours, you're talking a water fast, maybe with a pack of electrolytes. Don't do it unless you really understand what you're doing, if you have any health challenges. But there's a lot of information out there about how to do a 36-hour water fast or a 36-hour. There's a million ways to do it. But the most beautiful part is you get in control again. You've broken that 3 to 9 cycle. Maybe yours is 2 to 10, or maybe yours is 6 to 11. Every woman that struggles with extra weight has this if they're in the obese category. Because if you're just a little overweight, you might just need to tweak it or, up your exercise. But if you're really obese, you're very overweight, then you really need to get your blood sugar back in control. Okay? There's a couple of different ways to do it. A fast, even with 12, 15, 16, 17, 20, 24, 36 hours would be a great way, not only to break that loop, but to get that blood sugar kind of now under control. When I lost 100 pounds in 8 months, 6 years ago, and I went on to lose 130 pounds in about 13 or 14 months, but that extra 30 pounds was very difficult to keep off. However, I have found that I can enjoy a lot of the things I like and not have to get rid of everything I love when fasting and what I've just talked about, 12, 16, 18, 24, 36 hours. I have found that was helpful to me to keep off the majority of the weight. Now, even within that window you're eating, if you're doing a 16-hour fast and you're eating for 8 hours, if you're consuming thousands of calories or too much sugar, you're going to keep yourself in that dopamine loop of eating your face off every day from 3 to 9 p.m. or binging or waking up in the night to start doing it. All of those disordered eating things that can happen to you when you have chronic dieting for years. I'm trying to help you break that a couple of different ways. Fasting is one way to do it, traditional fasting. How I was able to break it is one, a 36-hour nothing but water fast. People that are healthy can do that, okay? Many find it beneficial, very mind clearing, but it helps them to break out of that 3 to 9 binge eating fast, okay? Way. All right, this is not for people who are underweight. We're talking about people who are overweight or obese. The other way that has really proven to be very beneficial for women everywhere, my own clients, is that they just learned what I call in tune eating. We could also call that nearly a mini fast, meaning I got hungry, like my stomach's going, feed me, feed me, feed me, Lisa. You haven't eaten now for 16 hours. I broke my fast. I had some protein. I had salad. I had some greens. I had a little fat. Might have even had a little bit of dessert. And then I didn't eat again for 7 more hours because I wasn't hungry. So I ate just a little bit more protein, a little bit more, maybe some walnuts before I went to bed. So I started out with a 36-hour fast. I broke it very gently with some protein and some greens. I kept my insulin levels very steady. Okay. And that is why when you snack, it matters what you snack on. But the best thing for your body is to break the snacking habit so that you're doing either in tune eating, which is I wait for hunger, I eat some healthy food, and then I wait for hunger again. I eat some healthy food, then I wait for hunger again. That is the most brilliant way that a woman can honor herself in eating. That also takes away from all of the counting and the macros and all of that, okay? But sometimes when you're in that 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. food spiral, a longer fast will help you break out of that. Even if it's just a 22-hour fast and you go, I'm going to fast all day and just have dinner. You're not only going to reap all those benefits from a fast, you're helping yourself break that 2 to 6, 3 to 9, whatever the case may be for you, that you have a problem with that. I don't know if that's helpful to you all. I know it is, but look, you don't need another diet. You don't need another surgery. You don't need medication, unless you want to be a person that takes medication. But it comes down to you breaking that dopamine loop, okay? And that is a reset, okay? So I am inviting you to take control of that. Find a day that it makes sense, that you not have anybody waiting on you for dinner. You don't have the stress of dinner, and say, today I'm going to do a 36-hour fast, or today I'm going to do a 24-hour fast, or hey, how about for a few days in a row, I'm not going to do any snacking, no breakfast, no lunch. I'm just going to have a nice, fulfilling, very healthy meal, and see if you don't break out of that 3 to 9 dopamine driven eating loop. Okay. This is a different way of thinking. It's a different way of eating. It's a different way of living. But break the 3 to 9 p.m. loop that way. Try a 36-hour fast followed by in tune eating. Eat a little bit, or a mini fast if you want to call that. I ate a little bit. I didn't eat again till I was hungry. Okay. And mini fasting like that is very rewarding because you're never overstuffing, you're never going to be tired, you're never going to starve yourself. It is a great way to live, and you are listening to your body. Hey, again, thank you for sharing this time with me today. It went a little bit longer than I hoped, but I hope you enjoyed it. And please make a comment. If you like it, I'd love to hear your feedback. If I've helped you, I'd love to hear your feedback. Thank you so much. See you soon.